Up to 6 Fisher. By, and he is now up into 6 Fisher. And then let's see what they can do. And dropping down into 7th position. Vesey up into to the back of Young Lights. Well, Matt's got another 3-second penalty at the moment. What's over the street? I think it's in the where is street? It's counting the pit. Really trying this, and there's yellow flag and went then back on board then at the moment with back on board. Young Lights is still in first position there, and Nigel still in 4th position as it stands at the moment, and this is getting very tricky. Oh, that's Matt who's out of the race on the second left. So goodness me, we've lost Stringy and Matt in the out there, does he? No, that's a no, that's a shame enough. Matt, I think he had issues, didn't he, on the opening couple of laps there, didn't he? And since then he was just trying to experiment, just trying to get himself back in this race, wasn't he? He needed a safety car. I think that so does Twang and Sam, and the guys near the back as well, because Twang is almost 36 seconds back at the moment. Then, as Glock said, hello again. Yeah, I had a problem there. Yes, I didn't swap my internet over, which is annoying. No, anyway, yes, you've got to be back racing just a few moments then, and the first safety car at the moment. Grant, he is still leading by 6.9 seconds, almost 7 seconds. Then Grant is in front of Farshot in second position with Young Lights in third. Nigel 4th position. We're back racing now. Farf has gone on the I think that might have been an illegal overtake because Brandon's got back up the inside perhaps then, and now he comes out of the hairpin again then. So Brandon is still in 9th position with Farf in 10th position then. Once again, it's still steady rainfall out here. Steady rainfall. I think it's every time it rains, doesn't it, in ALR? I seem to have connection problems, don't I? I might have to get up my old might have to find a new antenna. Oh, Young Lights is under a lot of pressure now as he's lost 2 seconds of Farshot. There he is. Farshot's all alone, isn't he? There's no one there beside him as they come down and grab the Kirby, and the Farf is now past, Runner moved up there, and look at this, Emerson is just feeling the pain in this race at the moment. He's just feeling the pain. Oh goodness me, now Young Lights is out. Look at it, going on the inside now, just Young Lights swooping on the outside. He's had a great drive at the moment. Young Lights is brilliant stuff there. Now he's going into the second left. I think Nigel Boy, this is a dusted move. He is on the inside. The Young Lights on the outside. Matt's up the session, and then now Emerson's up in the 4th for this right. Yellow flag in 2. Yellow flag 2. That's a fly off. I think it's Farf who's off the track there in the second chicane. Once again, what a shame for Farf as he's trying to recover. He's dropped down to 11th position, and Emerson is now in the 4th position. Young Lights dropping down. That was a not good exchange there for Young Lights, but he's still doing a cracking job in 5th position, and he's having a really good day. Jonathan's up to 11th position with Farf is trying to recover, isn't he? It's his tires are going to be screaming hard at the moment, aren't they? And as you see, they come down to the parabolic, and look at them all there. Lionel Stern, isn't it? This is really helping Farshot. He's now got a 3-second deficit at the moment, hasn't he? Which is exactly what he wants, isn't it? Nigel then is now 1st position, Emerson 4th, Lights is 5th, but it's anyone's ball game back at the moment. We're back on board with Lights then, as Vesey is gaining on him also. Oh goodness me, look how close they were, Now Young Lights is back on. Emerson is, I think Emerson is letting Nigel back through, but look at this, he's causing all kinds of chaos behind him. And now they're coming through Curva Grande, and now Vesey is all on the back, he's going to pull out from underneath the rear wing of Emerson and say, come on to Curva Grande. Farmer's got 5-second penalty, and now it's, Emerson is up in the 4th position, almost got by Nigel, but trying to get past Nigel there, and unfortunately he caused himself all kinds of issues. And this is absolutely incredible. Look at Roscoe in the back. I had a fantastic drive for the Williams team out here. Really good stuff indeed there. Emerson now up in the 4th position. A very difficult day for Emerson, isn't he? He's still in 4th position. Farshot is in 2nd still. There's Nigel in 3rd. Emerson 4th. 5th is Vesey. 6th is Young Light. 7th position is Roscoe. Farf is back in the pits, and he's dropped down in the 3rd. He's dropped down to 14th. Jonathan 6 seconds away from the points at the moment, but I think that this is where our attention has to be placed, as this battle here. It's been a fantastic battle, race long battle as well, isn't it? I don't think we're going to get any stoppages in this rain, are we? I think it's just going to be like rain all the way through till the end of the race then. And we're on board now with Vesey as he comes through the final turn then. As he is really giving Emerson some food for thought, isn't he? He is now on the back. Look at how much urge he's got to deploy that. Look at that yellow bar. Look at that yellow bar. Forrest got 3-second penalty. He's last. Now Forrest was on a fantastic drive until that point, wasn't he? He was second at one stage. I think it was Dean actually. Now Vesey's up the inside of Emerson, but nothing at this moment in time. Emerson is still fourth position with Vesey fifth. Lights is in sixth, and they're defending away as well as they come out of the first chicane then, and come now Kerber Grande once again and back on board with Vesey, and Emerson is just behind us. Sorry, Emerson is just in front of us, I should say. Then, and look at this, and it's there is contact. There is oh goodness me, that would have been a huge shunt there. Luckily they both got away with it as well. Car 12 of the Mercedes are really starting to defend on the back of Vesey, isn't he? Vesey's all over the back of him. It's the lap 20 out of 27. We've got 8 more laps to go here, and as it stands, Granty is now waltzing away, dancing away in the Williams there, and he's going on course for his 6th victory this season. Fantastic! He's been absolutely immense, hasn't he, this season, Grant? He's been impeccable. And now Vesey, now I love that word tonight. I'm loving it. Emerson is in the 4th position with Vesey in 5th. Vesey's got 3-second penalty. These penalties are going to really starting to rack up then. Who's going to really make the most of these penalties towards the end of this? That's the question. Emerson 4th at the moment then. So far shot at the moment is 4 seconds away from Nigel, and we've also then we got 5-7 seconds now. Nigel's starting to be real back in once again, and no one in this queue can seem to pull away at the moment, can they? They just seem to be like all over each other, don't they? They really like each other today. Roscoe is on an absolutely outstanding drive today. Yeah, he's really showing up, really turning up the wick here tonight, hasn't he? He's in 7th position, doing an absolutely stellar job. Really good stuff indeed there from Roscoe. He might be my new rating master, wasn't he? Was Mr. Lee. Remember Mr. Lee back in the first season in France there? He was absolutely incredible, wasn't he? Oh, and Emerson is going to go up and under on the Kerber Grande. He has got the inside. Nigel off the inside into the second chicane now. Look at this, wheel to wheel then. Emerson's up in the third position. He's on the rostrum. He's on the podium. Is he going to get through? That's a fantastic manoeuvre. Emerson is through. That's a potentially championship saving manoeuvre there as well. Albeit he is still losing 10 points to Grant. I think the gap will be up to 19 points, give or take. So yeah, that's quite a lot of points now, isn't it? Of course, so that is still, of course, 25 points for a win now, so potentially that might can still swing around nonetheless. But Emerson finally has got some clear air now. Can he make the most of this clear air? How much pace has he got in that Mercedes then? Because he hasn't really shown it so far in this race, has he? He is back at the third though, including a wing change, so that is still a bit of pace nonetheless. Nigel dropping down the fourth, then he is, remember, third in the championship at the moment. Nigel's his consistency is really paying off this season, isn't it? But I think he's going to have to be looking backwards instead of forwards now, as Vesey is now starting to really starting to really put the pressure on him, isn't he? In the background there is Roscoe and Young Lights as well, still keeping each other company at the moment as they come through the Parabolica once again, and away they go. As that far shot is actually starting to stabilise the gap, and so far shot is that ease of pressure there from far shot has really helped him, hasn't it? And this will be far shot's best position, best sort of finish of the season there, with a good second position, a very strong second as well from far shot. Brilliant stuff indeed then. And everyone's Emerson's off the track. Emerson's got off the track then, or has he? No, he hasn't. He's on his way. Roscoe has got by Young Lights, so moved up in the 6th position there. So good stuff there from Roscoe. He is up in the 6th, and Young Lights, the pole there, dropping down the 7th position there, but he's gaining. Emerson is now starting to also put the push on it, so Lights is back in front of Roscoe, or is he? Because Roscoe is dancing on the outside. He breaks there. He passes Roscoe. He passes Lights. He moves up into. He's gone onto the gravel. He's gone onto the gravel, and it says a short straight down into the first S, but Lights is back through. That move was done. But unfortunately, Roscoe onto the gravel. This, I'm starting to think that maybe my statement earlier was maybe not true, because this is Roscoe's incredible driving here today. Has been brilliant. It's been absolutely fantastic. He's my driver today so far, which means nothing to him whatsoever, probably. Emerson is now 3.7 seconds away from far shot. Can he? There, he's got a 7.4 second gap now, hasn't he? Grant, I think that was I said there that Roscoe might be driving today. Granty, I think didn't he start in that 5th position or 7th position, something like that, didn't he? Well, he's leading this race now, hasn't he? He calmly came through the field and has been absolutely fantastic, hasn't he? And Roscoe is still giving Young Lights some really cause for concern, isn't he? Young Lights done 15 laps on those intermediate tyres. They should get to the end, but they're going to be very worn, aren't they? Roscoe is done 6 laps less then, and that might pay dividends then towards the end of this race. Then as they come down into the chicane now, let's see what let's see what they do then. Roscoe goes on the outside. Young Lights, where is he? He's on the inside, but he's going for it again. Then Young Lights will have. I think Young Lights got damage there on that Red Bull, perhaps. Let's have a look. We're going to have a front shot here. I don't know actually. I completely missed it. I should have blinked. I blinked at the wrong time. Well, there's Vesey there just behind us. Well, look there. Look at the raindrop cell falling down. Oh my goodness me! And Roscoe there not. I thought he was. No, he hasn't got damage at all there. I'm just seeing things there. As Young Lights just repels the attack. Emerson's down to 2.5 seconds behind at fire shot now. Goodness gracious me! Then a fire shot. It's really. It's going to be on the ropes then with just a couple more laps to go in this race. The final countdown's on there for Fire Shot, isn't it? 2.8 seconds then, so I might yo-yo around then. I wonder if Fire Shot might be saving some of his reserves then for the final stretch of the race. And this has been a very tough old race, hasn't it? For a lot of the guys out there. Unfortunately, I look up and down the the order at the moment. Jonathan, of course, he started last for some unbeknown reason there. I don't understand why he started last. We've also got Vesey, who's on the outside. He's past his teammate. He moves up into 4th position. Vesey does. I'm wondering if that might have been orchestrated. I'm wondering if Nigel feels it. Vesey has the more pace at the moment. And of course, Nigel's nearest championship rival, Jonathan's not scoring a point at the moment, is he? Roscoe is now all over the back of Young Lights as well. Young Lights is now gaining. Roscoe's gaining, but again, Young Lights is just pulling away at the moment now. So you can see that, it's just taking a look then. Alhan, draw today should not just be about places game. Fire shot before penalties dished out. Alvin is having a great one. He really is, isn't he? And Roscoe is up into 6th position there. Good 17. Young Lights has dropped down to 7th position. Of course, I feel that Roscoe's had a fantastic drive today. He really has, hasn't he? I think it's been one of Roscoe's more strongest ALR drives. Brilliant stuff indeed then. But yes, I do agree with Alhan. Fire shot has had an absolutely incredible drive today. He really has. That first couple of laps though was very put on a spurt. It was absolutely amazing, wasn't it? He really put himself into contention on board Nigel at the moment. And his teammate is just in front of him as well. Just looking down the field, then I think the other outstanding. I think the Mumford's also doing a good job as well. Brandon from 17th to 9th as well. Good stuff indeed. Young Lights, of course, in qualifying was absolutely incredible, wasn't it? Unfortunately, the race hasn't gone too well for Young Lights, but we will hold our judgment until the checker flag has fallen. And we'll see what the final results are in this Italian Grand Prix. As Steve's got a 3-second penalty in the Haas, I believe. He's now starting to catch on these two, because these two are really fighting hammer and tongue. And they've also dropped 6 seconds back. Remember, it was only a second before Young Lights trying to go to the inside of Roscoe. Roscoe's got a bit wide out to get out the throttle slightly then, but he's still now he's got the momentum, and now he's back away. Now, what can Young Lights do then as we're coming over to complete lap 24? Oh, the 27 with 3 laps to go. Then I'm struggling to breathe, which is nothing unusual. There is a Roscoe is dropped down to 7th position. Young Lights is back up to 6. Roscoe is back on the inside then, but Young Lights has gone on the outside. Fantastic stuff. And they're coming together. They're coming to blows. Young Lights is back up into the 6th position then. And look, oh my goodness me, they're weaving backward and forward. So that's not good at all there, is it? Let me sit in the background. There was a black and gold Haas. That was Steve, who is now going to get very interested with 3 laps to go. And it's the rain there. It's got Lighter again. That's it. Young Lighter. Look at the back end. They're struggling to step out. He's gone on the gravel. Roscoe's going to go on the outside to the first left. But this will be very brave of Roscoe, but he's not. He's a man. That is incredible. One overtake from Roscoe. Fantastic stuff. And he is through and back up into 6th position. And Young Lights made a mistake there. Oh, the second chicane, and that caused him to be slow, didn't it? Look, that's 4.7 seconds to cover time. But look at Lights there. He's so quick in a straight line, isn't he? In these very difficult conditions. Emerson's only a second and a half behind at Fire Shot now with lap. We're coming out to complete lap 25 out of 27 then. There's going to be a lap to go then. Fire Shot ain't going to relinquish that, is he, in a hurry. Back on board with Roscoe as well. This is an incredible battle. I'm loving this battle between Young Lights and Roscoe. Incredible stuff then. They come down to the Parabolica. Steve is now 4.7 seconds back then. Emerson is 1.5 seconds back from Fire Shot as well. Those are the two we're going to be concerned about here in the final stage of the race. And look at Roscoe all over the back of Young Lights. There it is, Young Lights. That yellow flag in 2. There's a problem in 2. As I'm trying to look to see where it is. Where is it? Oh, it's a Ferrari. It's Favre. He's had a problem there in the in between the left was. What a shame for Favre. And Roscoe's on the outside. Roscoe's on the outside. And now he's on the inside. He has got that second position back then. But Young Knights, he's so quick in the straight line. Steve is down 4.1 seconds. We also seen Brandon in the flashing there in the background as well. Not flashing properly. I just mean his car. Now we're going through Curva Grande once again. And Steve Young Knights is back through. Young Knights is back on the outside. He's now will have the inside into the second chicane. And remember what happened last time. Favre's got a 3-second penalty. Roscoe's got over the curbs there. Is that going to be a 3-second penalty for Roscoe? Or is that just a warning? Well, Roscoe's back in front. He is back into a sixth position there. An absolutely brilliant battle here. But look at the amount of time they've lost. It's now up to 9 seconds, isn't it? And that potentially might have let the likes of Vesey and Nigel and Co off the hook there, mightn't it? In terms of maybe having 3-second penalties here and there, perhaps then. And oh wow, is that Favre is coming in, and he is, I think, just about to Favre is coming in. What a shame for Favre. It was such a good race for Favre up until then, and it just hasn't been. His first stint was mega. Once again, if Favre's points counted for just the first half of the races, he'll be well up in the championship, wouldn't he? What a shame for Favre, and he is out of the race. Down to 13 cars in this race, and it's been a very difficult day indeed for Favre in the second half of the race. Very difficult day for Ferrari too, as both Ferraris are out of this race set. The final lap then of the Italian Grand Prix, and Emerson is now less than a second back in in these track conditions. It doesn't really make too much difference there, because of course the DRS is lights there. It's got off the track there, and oh goodness me, and he's going to struggle to slow the car down. He has struggled to slow the car down, and that might be it for Lights' attempt of getting that sixth position back there. He completely overshot it, didn't he? And look at this. This is what we were seeing. And so and now Steve is actually free. Steve's passed Young Lights as well, because Young Lights has got he has pushed the tires just like Paulie Orange. He's done 20 laps. He is just a couple laps away. Young Lights' amazing weekend here, and once it's going to come to a disappointing end. And what a shame there for Young Lights. What an absolute shame indeed there for the man who got his first pole position. It's all gone slightly awry for Lights. What a shame indeed there for Young Lights. Absolutely devastating from the Red Bull driver. Granty there is coming through the Parabolica for the 27th and final time. This will be his 6th race win of the season, and Granty wins the Italian Grand Prix. Fantastic, and also gets the fastest up on the final lap as well. That's kind of like a drop the mic kind of thing. Farshot is currently second on the road then, but Emerson will finish second. Farshot is third. Vesey in 4th position. Nigel is usually clean his whistle is 5th position. As Lights is out of the points now as well. Roscoe be a season best 6th position there. Fantastic stuff for Roscoe. What a drive from Roscoe. What a drive indeed there. And a great battle with Young Lights. Steve in 7th position there. Brandon will finish 8th position. Mumford is going to come through in 9th position, just carrying on. And Young Lights, what a shame for Young Lights. What a shame indeed. Mumford in 9th position then, and here comes Jonathan coming for in 10th position there, but albeit he should have started 8th on the grid and was down in, and he was almost 9th position there, but it was started at the back for some unknown reason. Young Lights there, what a shame for Young Lights there, having a puncture, just like Paulie Orange did in the German Grand Prix, didn't he? Paulie Orange just a couple laps away, Young Lights was less than a lap away. And what a shame there for Young Lights. He's going to be coming through in 11th position then. And that is such a shame for the man who was on pole position. In 12th position there is Twang. And 13th position is Sam then. That is the end of the Italian Grand Prix. Granty, 6th race win of the season. Incredible stuff there from Granty. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Andreas just asked, can I play? Well, if you drop the advancedleagueracing.com site just ask if you can join the league on the advancedleagueracing.com website, and I'm sure that we'll get back to you. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. Jonathan saying very annoyed and aggrieved, and I think that I agree with that. And Emerson there saying GG boys, GG. It was a good race in the end, wasn't it? Fantastic stuff from Emerson there to get second in the end. But Granty is 6th race win of the season, and not a far shot on the podium as well. Brilliant stuff indeed. Let's take a look at the final classification then from the Italian Grand Prix. And Granty not only gets fastest up, he also didn't have no penalties either, so well done to Granty from 4th on the grid. Brilliant stuff indeed then. So, Granty there won his 6th race to win the season. Second position was Emerson, far shot in third in the end. Vesey in fourth with Nigel fifth. Roscoe, brilliant 6th position there, my driver of the day. 7th position there is Steve. 8th position is Brandon. 9th position is Mumford. Jonathan getting 10th in the end after some reason starting 18th. Young Lights was such a shame, so unlucky in 11th. Twang 12th and Sam in 13th. Far Stringy, Matt, Mr. Elite and Echo all retired from the Italian Grand Prix. And remember, tomorrow night, folks, it is the silver guys, as they'll be in action, as they'll be taking on this Temple of Speed here in Monza. And of course, Tuesday, for the first time ever, the first round of the Bronze League, of course, with the lead admins of Elliott and Striggy, which will be providing the action. And that is fantastic stuff. It really is. And thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic work. It really has. Brilliant stuff. And we'll see you tomorrow night for silver.